Hello and welcome back to, the channel. Today I'm doing something different and I'm actually going to do a challenge run of a game I played a few times called Fallout New Vegas. Currently, not currently, but I did make a Twitch account just so I could stream myself playing this challenge run. And, yeah, it won't be so much of a guide. I don't know this game inside and out. I'm backseated through a lot of it. Well, at least the first day I'm backseated through a lot. Um, but yeah, so far it's been going super well. I'm in the middle of it right now. I just wanted to get ahead on the editing process. So yeah, this will be a minor guide. So first as soon as I woke up, I instantly started looting everything around Doc Mitchell's place. And then I went to the Vigor machine, the Vigomatic. And I'll show you the results. Yep, those are some stats, huh? Well then, after doing the, personality and psychology, quiz, I got my skills lined up. Yep, this is the character sheet I get after being called the most insane and luckiest person in the wasteland, despite a minor oversight that they might have said about me, you know, after the vigor test. After I showed that I had 0 strength and 0 endurance and 0 luck, they said I was the luckiest man in the wasteland. And now for the actual shard of glass bit, I grabbed both small frame and kamikaze because those both make my limbs easier to cripple and make me take more damage. So I can die incredibly easy now, and I don't have much defense. So yes, this is where the shard of glass comes to fruition. Oh, both at 1 strength and 1 endurance, mainly. So yeah, the name for Shard of Glass, pretty much, I was thinking glass cannon, but I was like, I'm probably not gonna do that much damage with no luck and no crits. And so yeah, on very hard difficulty, putting on hardcore mode, I set off into the wasteland. First things first, as always, I went to meet Sunny Smiles to start the gecko hunting tutorial, just to get, you know, some extra stuff. And this was also the point I realized I can't carry that much. I can only carry 160 pounds. That's not a lot. When I usually play the game, I generally tend to make my strength really high. And here you can see what the geckos do to me, but I'm pretty sure because I have the DLC armor, they're not doing that much damage. It's, this was an experience, I gotta say, playing the game like this. And I was like, oh, I'll probably be fine. And you can see I'm already getting wonderful information from my chat. Yeah, so I was, you know, starting this up, and you can see I already reached max during the tutorial, max carrying capacity. And yeah, I also managed to save the woman, which is something I hardly ever manage to do. But I guess all the NPCs are tougher now that it's very hard mode. And I don't really get into that many hard combats until the end of the first day, when I decide to leave Goodsprings. So yeah, this is pretty much all that there is about the tutorial. So after playing soccer with the tumbleweed, I went and sold all my DLC stuff to Shet, because honestly, I feel like this build, it'll be the hardest point at the beginning, and it'll be easier later on because I have such high intelligence. I'll get like my skills up really fast. So yeah, I pretty much thought that doing the DLC stuff would be kind of cheaty, and I also wasn't going to do the Chet Infinite XP Leather Armor glitch, which is like both Infinite XP and Infinite Caps. Then I went to meet all the citizens of Goodsprings, starting with Trudy, then Ringo in the gas station, and you know, I was starting the quest to take down the people. I did the schoolhouse, where I just learned this. You could open up one of the egg sacs, and then like 1,000 of the little mantis would just come out to try and kill you. And what I also learned is that you could just step on them to kill them. And that's also when I decided to take off cinematic kills, because I feel like in a streaming setting, those would get real annoying really quickly. And yeah, so I went around gathering all the townsfolk, speaking to Chet, to the Dynamite guy, to Sonny, to Trudy, and I got everyone's support to take down Joe Cobb and his gang. I think that's his name, right? I didn't even talk to the Powder Gangers. I probably could have, but I was trying to go as fast as possible because I feel like it'd get boring real quickly. Oh, I was also talking to the robot a bit, and I honestly don't think I ever talked to him, but he gave me a bit of experience for a dialogue option. Now it's on to the Powder Ganger gang fight, where I didn't do much. I threw a stick of dynamite that didn't even kill anyone, and I shot a few people a few times. But other than that, I honestly didn't do much, because I befriended all the townspeople. They pretty much took care of them for me. And yeah, you can see in the fight how horrible my aim is. And I decided to stop using the laser gun and instead use, you know, my really good plasma gun that I got. And that'll also be probably what I'm going to use for the rest of the game. I thought, because I saw Joe Cobb cowering there, I thought he was going to try and surrender to me. So yeah, and then after this fight, I, you know, talked to everyone, got some congratulations, some extra items, and then I went up to the graveyard. And that's where the first day of the run came to an end when I died to a Cazador. Oh my goodness, what? I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness, I'm going to die. I'm dead. I'm dead. There ain't no way around it. I am dead. Day 2 started pretty slowly. I went and sold a bunch of stuff that I didn't think I would need, and I went to go to the Barton Thorn little like mini quest type thing. It wasn't exactly a quest or a side quest, since there wasn't a set objective. It was an event, you could call it. I did that, then I went to Prim. I died a few times, of course, going to Prim, and because I don't have much health, and these guys are a lot tougher than I thought they were. I died a few times, went into the sheriff's house, died a few times in there. And then I started using my stealth boy, and instantly was able to take them out very easily. I went inside, got the quest for saving Deputy Beagle. I went inside the motel. I killed all the deserters in the motel. Then I saved Deputy Beagle. I died a few times. But yeah, I managed to save Deputy Beagle, and I made it back out. This was no different from a normal playthrough, minus the dying near instantaneously to a lot of enemies. Um, but yeah. Next task on the list was trying to choose a new sheriff, and if you played this game before, you'll probably know the options, but the first two apparent options are either one from the NCR and another from the Powder Gangers. So for both of those, you then had to go over to the one area that you need to pardon the Powder Ganger and give more men to the NCR unit. And I decided to do neither one of those at the time and instead do the Powder Ganger quest line. So yeah, Eddie gives you a quest to go kill Chavez and his men, which I had a hard time with. Because you couldn't really sneak up on them and do like sneak attacks and whatnot because they were friendly for some reason, and yeah, I died quite a few times. But then I completed it. Then I did the other quest where you need to grab the one guy. I can't remember his name. I don't think he had a name. He was just a traveling merchant. He was a headhunter. He was a headhunter disguised as a merchant. So I did that, and then I was going on my way up towards the southern and the southwestern NCR base along the highway, and that's when I encountered some Viper gang members at a gas station who killed me quite a few times, and I fought some rad scorpions who were not that hard because I remembered I had dynamite and I could just take care of them that way since I was quite a bit faster than them. And then after I got finished fighting them, my game started lagging really bad, and I was trying to figure out why, and then it crashed. And that was the end of day 2. I wish. Oh. No! It's. What was happening? I guess the scorpion just decided, Nope. Uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh. My game's like lagging out. What the hell's going on? Day 3 started by me blowing up a bunch of ants with dynamite. That was pretty much all that I did. I was pretty overweight during that whole time. And then I did Ranger Ghost's quest, and on the way there I killed more ants and was ambushed by some Viper gang members, or Jackal gang members, I can't remember. And then I made it to Nipton, where I then was met up with the Legion. I killed the dude who won the lottery, and I went inside the main hall, where all the good stuff is, and was killed by some Legion mongrels, and then my game crashed again. Alright, so after I rebooted from the crash, I ransacked the city hall, went out of there, went through the pass, or kinda over it, but still through it, of doing my best to avoid the Jackal gang members. I then went directly to Camp Searchlight because I got a tip that the Rat Slayer was around there, a sniper rifle that requires zero strength requirements, because that's one of the biggest things I'm having a problem with in this run, is that I can't use most weapons. I did get around that from using alcohol and bighorner steaks, and I can even use really heavy weapons if I use ant nectar. But yeah, I was then searching around Camp Searchlight. Died to I can't remember. I died to a fire gecko. I died to something else. Um, yeah. I died to something, and then I died to a fire gecko. The details are kind of going away from me now. Um, I then found the Brockflower Cave, in which the Rat Slayer is held, went inside, and was killed over and over and over again by the large rats that reside in there. I was a little pissy, and even after the stream, I went back in there because I was like, I can't let it end like this. Same result. It was not helping. Um, and then I went to Novak and did Boone's quest. I also wait, no. And then I went to Novak where I slayed a Nightkin, and then I did Boone's quest, and no one there was helping me with the Nightkin quest. They all ran away, and I was sitting there like, oh well, this is kind of sad. Um, then I commenced the NCR raid on the Powder Gangers because that's what I was doing. I was just doing that. And yeah, I literally just finished the raid on the Powder Gangers, and then the game crashed again. Blur. So that's why he was so strong. He was doping. The admin. Oh, here's Eddie. Okay. I didn't even fight him. I hate how the plasma pistol. On the fourth day, I went to this trading post where I talked with everyone there. I got Veronica to be a companion, but I wasn't planning on doing companions on this run, so I didn't. I just left her there. I then made Prim Slim Sheriff because I got another tip from my chat that I should, and so I did. Yeah. I then made it to the North Gate, where I did the Van Graff's quest line, and I actually made it to this strip because I passed the credit check of 2,000 caps, and that was pretty much where I ended the stream, right outside the Super 8 Mr. House's casino. Because, yeah, this day was a lot of walking and not much else. It was a lot of me also finishing up quests I did in the last stream that because it crashed, I couldn't really do. So yeah, that was the end of day 4. Day 5. This was a cluster of everything. Basically, they're like among with the usual crashes that happens in Fallout New Vegas. The audio cutting out regularly, and even Twitch heard my muted audio, or Twitch muted my audio for the video, so even when I download it, there's no audio there. But yeah, by far my longest stream yet, so far, at over 6 hours long. Yeah, and I was just doing the quests around Freeside and a lot of miscellaneous quests that I either forgot about or didn't do. And yeah, that was day 5. Alright, day 6, and for the entirety of that 2.5 hour stream, I was doing Vault 22. It's the vault that has all the different fungus and plants and stuff, and honestly, that vault was really easy when I found the flamer that you get in that vault, which I did ditch after I ran out of flamer fuel, because there's no use in keeping it. And it's heavy, so I was like, yeah, it was nearly broken, and I was out of flamer fuel, so I just decided to ditch it. And yeah, that was day 6. Close. Alright, day 7. I started out this day by finishing out Cass's quest line. Then immediately kicked her out of my party. Then I started doing the house always wins, which had me go to Caesar's Legion, and then I went into the bunker, but I basically turned off all the defenses because my science skill was high enough. So it actually wasn't that hard. And that was pretty much all I did. All I can remember doing. I did a lot of stuff that I went back and didn't do. Undid. I literally just clicked the back button and undo. So yeah, not much actually got done on day 7. Alright, day 8. That is the day that I completed the entirety of the Boomer's questline in an hour, I'm pretty sure. Then I did Gamora and the Omertas twice, because I didn't like how I gained infamy on the strip by going against what the dude who says a lot of curse words said. And then I started doing the Brotherhood of Steel quest line, and that is where I ended it, right before I went out to go and find the holotapes. Ow! Oh.
Have some wood.
There we go. Nice. Alright. Day 9 and the final day of this challenge run. There's not much to say. It was a pretty long stream. And, yeah, basically I started it out by ending the Brotherhood of Steel questline. Then I did the one where you're able to train yourself, or get trained to use the power armor. And since the Van Graffs were already aggressive towards me, I thought, what the hell, why not? Then I destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel bunker. And then I started the attack on Hoover Dam, which it started out pretty rough, but as soon as I got all the Securitrons to help me, it became pretty easy. And it was especially easy at the very end when I talked down both Legate Lanius and General Lee. A pretty anticlimactic end. I might go back, if you guys really want me to. I might go back and do the DLCs, and of course Black Mountain, which I attempted at multiple times throughout the run. Oh yeah, I did also eventually get the Rat Slayer. It's just, it was useless. It did like no damage. That one gun that I tried so hard to get, it was practically useless. Compared to me sneak attack critting with an anti-material rifle that I couldn't even wield correctly. But yeah, thanks for watching. This has been my first challenge run on this channel, especially the first for Fallout New Vegas. The reason why I didn't do the DLC is I was like, well, that's like an extra 5 hours that I don't want to do right now, and it'll probably be really difficult, and if I find a brick wall during one of the DLCs, that'll literally just be a bunch of wasted time. But yeah, I'll go back and do the DLCs at a different time, if you guys want me to. So yeah, that's all I have to say, so see ya!
And so the courier who had cheated death
Yeah,
in the cemetery
I got the
outside
hardcore
Whispers
achievement.
cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Mr. House's Securitron army took control of Hoover Dam and the Strip, pushing both the Legion and the exhausted NCR out of New Vegas.
So,
Mr. House continued
that
to
was
run
the
New
main
Vegas his
game.
way,
well,
with a spotted vision
as a shard of
pre-war
glass, I
glory.
should say.
The streets were orderly, efficient, cold. New Vegas continued to be the sole place in the wasteland where fortunes were won and lost in the blink of an eye. The courier, who had a mixed history in the wasteland, kept the status quo at Hoover Dam. Mr. House would keep New Vegas stable, if not free, for generations. Mr. House afforded the courier every luxury at his disposal in the Lucky 38.
Black Mountain Radio continued to broadcast its peculiar form of propaganda. Raul Tejada faced his execution each day, though pardoned in the end. Travelers venturing too near Black Mountain continued to be harassed by Tabitha's followers.
Mr.
Yeah, I
House
wasn't
showed
doing
little
that.
interest on the Boomers, who eventually began venturing out to Nellis to meet and trade with travelers.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
The Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. During the NCR's retreat, the Fiends overwhelmed many of the troopers before Mr. House's Securitrons could deal with them.
After Mr. House gained control of New Vegas, he sent a Securitron to Goodsprings as a token of appreciation for helping the courier. Victor was a mixed blessing, however, as he continually monitored the town for Mr. House.
Cass lived to see Hoover Dam in its old world glory, humming with power the likes of which the Mojave had never seen. Vegas burned brighter than ever. Securitrons filled the streets, and Cass's heart skipped.
Well, that's a good
Just a
one.
little. Her last words were to the dam and to herself. We were going full speed ahead, but facing backwards the whole time.
Flush with his victory, Mr. House sent Securitrons into Freeside, thinking to increase his control over the area. When fighting broke out, the Kings fought valiantly, but were no match for the armored killing machines, and were wiped out to the last man.
Also good.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful robotic eye.
That's great.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Well, that was Fallout New Vegas as a Shard of Glass. Thanks for watching, guys. Now all I gotta do is turn this into a video. How the hell am I gonna do that? That was a journey. That was a journey. Pretty much, yeah, as soon as I got the power armor, everything was fine. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, and let's... no. Cool. Yeah. I probably won't be streaming for a while. Mainly because I have other things, and I'm mainly only streaming if I have a really big project like this one. But who knows? I might. It could be a possibility. So yeah. Hope to see y'all in another stream. See ya!